So now we just have an excuse to talk about the Clayface trailer, because my god, dude, this looks like everything I could want from living in a world of Gotham, but also developing a universe around it, right? Because I think DC has a chance to really show their stride here, to really exemplify the fact that they are doing unique projects that tonally fit the characters they want to tackle without compromising the character itself. One of the things that you can kind of run into with the cinematic universe that can really hurt it, I think, is making a movie or a character have to fit the tonality of everyone else, right? The mentality of, oh, these characters can't possibly fit together because one's funny and one's kind of horrific. It's not like comics have done that for years, right? I don't know. It's a dumb excuse. Like, why can't we cross characters that don't tonally fit when that's kind of the specialty of comics? It's the opposites attracting that make it fun to see. And I feel like Clayface understands that. At least the trailers seem to understand that. This feels nothing like Supergirl. This feels nothing like Superman that came before. This feels like a unique horror project, body horror specifically, which I really enjoy because that's Clayface. Something I'm excited to see a lot is the world building of this, a Gotham City that feels like a character within itself. At the Hall H panel, the director was discussing this. I like that the cast and crew all seem to have an understanding that Gotham itself is a character without compromising the fact that this is a story about Matt Hagen himself. It's not a Batman movie. People keep asking Matt Hagen about Batman and he's joking about Robert Pattinson being on set and stuff. I feel like they're playing in our faces. I want the merger just as much as anyone does. Well, not anyone, because some people are really against it. But if not merge, I'm still glad this stands out on its own. It feels like the creatives in charge want to respect that lore, because this looks like it's going to be a tragic tale of a guy just trying to get his career back. And I could definitely see a world where this can still be a villain story, but a villain story we root for. Like, is he gonna just take on full revenge when he becomes the Clayface monster? But what I'm most excited to see more is the psychological downfall of that. It feels like it's not just a body horror, but it is gonna take place in a world where we're exploring this character's insecurities. How much of his physical appearance does he prioritize over everything else in his life? What does that mean when that's taken away? And in this cruel world of Gotham City, it's gonna be fun to watch Matt Hagen experience that without a Batman there. That's what I love about building out a world of Gotham with the villains. It kind of reminds me of the One Bad Day comic run where you have just different villains having their own stories. I hope this movie's successful because then we can get more stuff, more villain-related things in Gotham. Dude, a Mr. Freeze movie would go insane. But I really enjoyed the vibe of this. It feels very consistent. It doesn't feel like it's going to be compromised by jokes or have this like need to be comedic relief. That was one of the things with Supergirl I ran into, where tonally there are good moments that are funny in that movie, but sometimes Supergirl I felt tonally conflicted with itself from the source material it was adapting, and I hope Clayface doesn't run into that similar angle. Not to mention tangibility. I like that this trailer is showing tangibility. I feel like I can grab this stuff. Like, the clay effects that we've seen so far look so real, but so horrific because of that. The more practical it looks, the more gross you feel. I'm so glad this isn't just some CGI monstrosity. At least I hope it doesn't become that. I'm so excited and I'm so glad that they're treating the Clayface form itself almost like the shark from Jaws. It's like you don't want to see the Jaws shark before you see the movie, and please keep that mentality. I love the subtlety. I love the restraint. In a world where you have comic book zany stuff like Superman happening, you have this restrained, reserved story of a guy struggling, but it's in that same world that's so freaking comic booky in so many ways that we haven't seen before on screen. Not to mention on a writing level, the concept of seeing Matt Hagen struggle before he conflicts with a character like Batman, it just makes it all the more three-dimensional. There's a part of us that now that we know his story with Batman, alongside Batman, we also want to empathize with Matt. Because Batman would want to do that. He would want to talk to him. If we're going with inspiration from Feet of Clay, what if Batman was in it? I don't think it's going to happen, but if he was, it'd be cool to see Batman empathize with Matt Hagen. And if we don't see that in this movie, maybe it'll happen down the line. And either way, I love that the concept of that is possible. It does look pretty straightforward, and I actually appreciate that. I like the simplicity. We're just going to live in Gotham with this character for a bit, but it is authentic comic book Gotham, not just, I don't know, Walking Phoenix singing. I not only want to see horror with Matt Hagen, like in his body transformation, like that's going to be fun enough to explore, almost like the Substance meets a comic book movie undertone, which just sounds like a dream for a horror fan. But I'm excited to also see if we can flip the POV, right? Like, what if when Matt Hagen goes full Clayface, the horror movie then becomes everyone else's POV? It's like, oh, y'all messed Matt Hagen up. He's coming for you now. I can't wait to see the carnage. Saying this movie's not PG-13, it's R, so they're going there. I can't wait to see them go there. I hope they're not just hyping it up. Like, I want them to commit to the horror. I do hope the characters around Matt Hagen have three-dimensionality. I want the world of Gotham City itself to feel just as charismatic and interesting as Matt Hagen himself. It's a very important element you have to nail, and it does sound like that's their intention, which excites me. That Comic-Con Hall H panel did a lot for my excitement for this movie. I was already hyped, but that just kind of blew it out the water. Guys, there's a lot of DC stuff going on, and I'm excited because it looks like we're getting that variety, that flavor we need. Even if you don't like a project that comes before, you get more projects to come that are different enough to possibly satisfy you, and that's exciting as hell. We have a Lanterns trailer that just dropped. I'm gonna be talking about that soon. But guys, what did you think of the Clayface trailer? What are you most excited to see in it? And what's your favorite Batman villain that you would love to see that has not gotten a live action adaptation yet? Guys, thank you so much for watching Scatterbrain Reviews. Leave a like, leave a comment, come talk about movies with us, come talk about stories with us. I'll see you next time.